For those who don't have icing sugar, or if you're like me and don't like American buttercream, there is a solution. This Swiss meringue buttercream doesn't use powdered sugar, is more stable and less sweet than American buttercream. And if you're new here, I'm Maggie, this is No Frills Kitchen, where I teach you how to cook with confidence with nothing fancy required.
This recipe is easiest made in a stand mixer, but a good hand mixer and a large bowl will do if that's what you're working with, and I'll demonstrate that here. But first, we need to get the meringue base together by weighing out some egg whites, sugar, and a bit of salt. Give this a whisk together and go set up a double boiler. Simply pour some boiling water into a small saucepan and set the bowl over it. But make sure that the bottom of the bowl doesn't touch the water. Now, whisking constantly, heat the egg white mixture until it reaches 70 degrees C or 160 F on an instant read thermometer. This will take about 5 to 10 minutes. This recipe is also easiest if you have an instant read thermometer. That way you can ensure that your egg whites have reached the proper temperature to be stable and pasteurized. If you don't have a thermometer and don't care to purchase one, it's an invaluable kitchen tool, so I do highly recommend getting one. Then use pasteurized egg whites. These are the ones that usually come in a carton at the supermarket. If you don't have a thermometer, then simply heat the mixture until you cannot feel any sugar when you rub a little bit between your fingers. This is the beginning of a Swiss meringue, and we've already covered Italian meringue in my marshmallow recipe if you want to check that out. Once the egg white mixture has come to the correct temperature, it's time to whip the meringue. Using a stand mixer fitted with the whisk attachment or a hand mixer, whip on high until the meringue reaches soft peaks and it has cooled completely to room temperature. I've found that you don't need to whip the meringue to stiff peaks in order to get a silky and smooth buttercream, as all of that air does get knocked out when you add the butter. Far more important is that the meringue is completely cooled down. Once your meringue is cool, it's time to start adding your butter. One piece at a time with the mixer running, add in your butter, making sure it's fully incorporated before adding another piece. Make sure you're scraping down the sides of the bowl periodically to ensure that everything is fully incorporated. At this point, you can also stir in some vanilla extract or flavor extract of your choice if you'd like to add a flavor to your frosting. Now it's done, and you can go ahead and add it to a piping bag, or you can frost a cake right away, or you can even freeze it or refrigerate it for use later. If you do that though, just make sure to let it come to room temperature completely before using. I just like to set it out on the countertop for several hours. And if you liked this recipe, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next videos. Enjoy!